What's up, guys? This is just a quick little impromptu video here. So yesterday we went to a pet store up in North Myrtle Beach, which is one we don't go to very often, and they had an interest. Alright, so we just did a good bit of this video, and I realized that the camera had cut off. So as you saw from that beginning clip there, we've added a lot more substrate to this box here. So up in North Myrtle Beach, basically what happened was we went to North Myrtle Beach. Alright, sorry about that, guys. My camera died. So anyway, I think I was talking about, we were at North Myrtle Beach, and so we were at this pet store that we don't normally go to, and they had this whole giant display of tarantulas. Now, if you've been following the channel or the Instagram, you know that we have an Avicularia matilda, a pink toad, which is an arboreal species. And so I had been looking at Avicularia purpurea, which is pretty much a color morph of the pink toad, which is purple, which is my favorite color. So it's pretty much just like I think it was called like a Highland purple grass spider or something when I googled it. Anyway, that's pretty much what I was looking for, just a purple pink toad tarantula, nothing crazy, nothing special. She said she didn't have that, but they had some really cool blue spiders. So I was like, alright, cool, well, what you got? So we looked at a Panay blue earth tiger, Indian violet, I think, was the second one, and a cobalt blue. So I tell her, I have the Avicularia, and I ask her, is there going to be any much difference between keeping that one and any of these, aside from the obvious that my spider is an arboreal spider, and most of these seem to be terrestrial or burrowing or tunneling spiders based on how they have them housed. And she was like, no, it shouldn't be too much different. I was like, okay. So I start looking at pictures of these spiders, and we land on the most gorgeous one. And so I'm like, okay, cool, I'll take that one. And I asked her, how much different is it than my Avicularia? And she said that it's not too much different. It might be a little bit more defensive, but I shouldn't have to worry about it. I was like, okay, cool. So I get it. We get home. I start doing some research to make sure that it's kept right. And as you can tell, before my battery died, I've already went ahead and added a lot more substrate into this than was in there. And that's the first step of what we're doing in this video here, because it came with like this much substrate for a burrowing spider. And so I've already done that, but I thought I did all that on camera as I was rambling and blabbling, but my battery died. But as you can see here, I ended up getting a cobalt blue. So I get home and I start watching some YouTube videos and doing some research and find out exactly how, I'm not going to say aggressive because it's not aggressive, it's defensive, how defensive and just manic some of these things can be. So I started doing some more reading, and I ended up finding out that they have horrible eyesight, and their auditory function is pretty much unknown. So with that being said, you've got this old world creature here who can't really see very well, and so their only source of stimulation coming in from the outside environment is touch, vibration, maybe even your breath hitting those hairs, and so that would keep anybody in a frantic, paranoid state. So it's completely understandable. And then with that being said, these are old world spiders. So most of the old world spiders, from my understanding, once again, this is only my second spider, and I should make a disclaimer here that I'm not saying that you should get something this scary and crazy for your beginner. Honestly, I probably should not. Had I read into it and not just trusted the pet store, I probably would have picked something else, to be honest with you, but I can't return it, so here we are. However, I do have some experience with venomous snakes and fast-moving snakes. I used to remove like rattlesnakes and copperheads from people's houses in North Carolina. So, I mean, I'm hoping some of that experience correlates over. The trade-off here is this: I understand this is more defensive than snakes. Most, even venomous snakes, are pretty docile in nature, especially if you approach them correctly. But their bite is a lot worse. I understand this has medically significant venom. However, at my healthy size, it shouldn't be enough to kill me. Just give me a bad couple of days, maybe a week or two. Whereas trade off with the rattlesnakes and copperheads and all of those things I was handling. A bite from that, though more unlikely than a bite from this, would result in worse consequences. So I'm hoping some of that experience and that respect that I already have for fast-moving venomous animals will translate over. But anyway, so we got the Cobalt Blue here. So I learned that they're a tunneling spider. So I'm trying to add some more coconut fiber in here. I've actually not seen them today. Last night they were, and I'll tag a picture here. They were posted up just kind of checking out the front of the world here. And then I came in later and they were crawling around. They've seemed to completely burrowed themselves now though. I've already went in, like I said, put coconut fiber down, drug the moss, and now I'm actually going to drag the moss back over here and put more coconut fiber there. And then I want to try to get some of this cork bark in there to give them a little bit of a start of a burrow maybe. But I'm worried because I can't find the spider that I'm going to crush them with the coconut bark. I was honestly a little more paranoid than I guess I should have been. Now, don't mistake that for me getting too comfortable, because I understand when this thing is bigger and faster it'll be crazy. But even at the spiderling size, so honestly I'm not sure if this is even going to be considered a spiderling or a sling. It is honestly pretty tiny. So, but I read that even at this size they can be pretty defensive, and the girl at the pet store did say that he did try to escape one time on her while she was rehoming him. So I do still want to be careful, but I'm using these rubber coated tongs. Try not to, once again they are tiny, so I don't really want to hurt them. I also don't want to open this lid too much until I'm aware of where they are. I'm thinking they're honestly burrowed down here somewhere, but because I'm not finding them in this big moss either. Pine cone stick from the moss. Okay. Add in a little more coconut fiber. So I think what I'm going to do is, since I can't locate them, but I want to try to do this little thing here. I'm going to try to gently dig in this corner and try to dig it out where I can put the cork bark in there. And I know there's no spider directly under the cork bark, at least, because my concern is squishing it. So if I just gently do that, nestle that in there like that. Cover it back up just a little bit. Bam. Okay. Alright. I can work with that. I think I'm going to leave this little piece out. That might be enough for this one here. Alright. This is also a decently high humidity spider from my understanding. They come from the rainforest of like Malaysia, Thailand, Myanmar. Honestly, I just like saying that word, Myanmar. So they have to keep pretty decent humidity, but they also need pretty decent ventilation from my understanding. But they came with most of the vent holes all taped up. I don't think these holes are big enough for them to get out of. So we're going to take some of that tape off too and see. But right now, I just opened the same side, I just missed it. But okay. Alright. And well, guys, alright, well, guys and gals, for our first encounter with this Cobalt Blue here, everything was actually pretty chill. They didn't even really make an appearance. So I will definitely post some more pictures and videos if I can get them. From my understanding, this is going to spend the majority of its time burrowed. So, but I do stay up all night, so maybe I can catch them out and about randomly. But that should do them a lot better for right this second. We got a lot more substrate in there. We've got a nice little piece of coconut bark there, excuse me, and then all of this moss to hide in. So feeding day is tomorrow, actually. This is not one that I plan on tong feeding like Matilda, at least not right yet. So this one will probably just get I think she said it needed, what, the pinhead crickets at this size. So like I said, I'll tag another picture of them here. I'm not sure if this is a sling or a spiderling. It is honestly just tiny little baby. We're not even really showing much color yet. We're still just a tan spider, but this is what we're working with. So if you guys have any questions, comments, or any suggestions or advice on keeping this thing, let me know. I had thought about honestly moving it into this because once again it likes to burrow. The thing is, this lid does not secure anywhere near as well as this one. This one clips at multiple points, and like I said, I can open this side or this side to get to where in the cage I need to get. So if they're over here all pretty and displayed, I can be working over here with my tongs and probably be virtually safe. I should be able to remove the tongs and at least get my hand out of there, if not also get the lid shut before they're able to get too fast, as long as they're displaying before they try to bolt. Ideally, once again, that's trying to make sure my snake experience correlates over, but we'll see. But as for right now, that went very well. I don't even know quite where they're at. So alright, well, thanks for the quick video, guys. Y'all have a great day.